I actually started paying attention this election, whereas the last election, plus I was in Afghanistan during the major campaigning for the last election, so I wasn't really exposed to daily newspapers. I wasn't really exposed to TV commercials. I wasn't exposed to any of that, so I sort of just voted for the candidate that I had heard the most about and who was more in line with my political thoughts at the time, which were really confused.
Having served under both Bush and Obama, I've kind of given up on politicians altogether. I don't really think it's because of the way I served. I just think it's like, especially if you look at Congress itself, because the president doesn't do as much as people really think he does anyway. But when you look at Congress, there's a lot of felons, people that are lying all the time. It seems too close to really tell who's going to win. I mean, you've still got a lot of people in the race. Granted, there's really two front runners right now, but I feel like Romney can kind of go more towards that center.
I think Ron Paul for sure. I feel like Romney is just the standard Republican candidate, which is fine. It's all well and good, but it's going to be no change from George Bush. It's going to be no change from Obama. It's going to be it's just going to continue to have these people in power who continue to have a 40% or lower approval rating throughout their presidency, throughout their congressional term. It's the same thing. So I'm done with the same thing. It's too much. It's too late. It's time for something new. The majority of people don't really pay attention to the election cycle. Nobody, I mean, the people who watch Fox News are the people who are loud about watching Fox News, and the people who watch CNN are loud about watching CNN, but the majority of Americans watch Channel 3 local news every night, and that's it. You know what I mean? The majority of Americans don't pay attention to the election cycle. They don't pay attention to the circus. They just see faces, essentially, of these people who say pretty general things, Republican or Democrat. I think we're going through a change, or going through a time like that. It's not just a stable part of our history right now. We're definitely very tumultuous. And I feel like if things don't change for the better soon, it's going to be worse in the next 10 or 15 years. It will be more tumultuous.
Never voted in my life. I've never felt a need to. I'm honestly one, after witnessing the 2000 presidential election, I feel like my vote doesn't matter anyways. Because, and I'm not saying he would have been good president, because honestly we'll never know, and that's just a what if question. But uh, Al Gore won the popular election in 2000, but lost the general election overall. It makes no sense to me. It feels like my vote would not count anyways.
I feel like if people get out and go and do and hand out flyers and participate civically, it's your government. It's everyone's government. Go out and participate, and the people who do are the people who make the most change.